2, and this is the mess hall. Pretty small mess hall for such a huge facility. I recorded a previous video of this area, and everything went wrong. I mean, the sound wouldn't work. I found out it was something to do with the driver settings with the sound, the Realtek settings, and then the connector wouldn't work, and just major trouble. And then the software wouldn't work, and Windows Movie Maker kept crashing. I mean, it crashed like 10 times. One time at 95%, so I wouldn't know there was a problem until I finally got that to work. So I've locked the Fraps frame rate at 29.97 frames per second, which should be more compatible, I think, because before it was set to 30 frames per second, which is a slight difference. And after, say, 10 minutes, there'd suddenly be 2 minutes of just black. You couldn't see anything in the video, even though Windows Movie Maker would show it in the preview. Once it rendered it after half an hour of making the file, it would just be black, which sucked. So I know now pretty much how to go through here. So there's not going to be any surprises, I hope. That would be much more playable if there were random things. Replayable anyway. Okay, so everyone's gone. Anyone returning to this point, there shouldn't be more than a few, but you can make it out via the sewers and then into the shafts. Now when you see the sewers, you will not believe the size of them. My god, for such a small research station, I mean, they're the size of some major metropolitan sewers. And this thing here is busted, as you can see. I think there's something down there. Batteries and pills. Well, the last time I recorded a video, it was the same day I had just gone to the dentist, and so I was kind of, you know, out of it. Now look at this. Look at the light, okay? That's such a giveaway that you gotta light it on fire. I was looking for a lighter the last time. But, yeah, my keyboard's broken too. It just randomly presses buttons, and sometimes the buttons don't work. They just stop working, which sucks. There, look at that. Look at that light. Like, where's it coming from? It's like some weird radiation light source that your eyes can't pick up but reflects off the material around it. Or a graphics glitch. So, put that under there. I just usually run away, since I don't know how to fight. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if random stuff does happen. But when you look at the detail in the game interface, I mean, when you want to load a game, I mean, if a game crashes often and you want to load it up, you want it to be quick and efficient. You do not want to have to, you know, use the mouse scroller to move up and down between your saved games. Why do you have to go all the way to the right? You can't even click the scroll bar. You have to drag the scroll bar manually. It's little details like that you can really tell, you know? I mean, look at this. This isn't even a light effect. This looks like some 2D texture with some streaks and an alpha channel just pasted, you know, with some type of Gaussian blur effect. Maybe that's stretching it. Looks pretty flat to me. little flashy lights out there are nice. They kind of add to the effect. But no, they really, to me, just look like 2D textures. Okay. So, I'm always worried about doors that are stuck. Because that's saying that there could be a monster waiting to jump out. Jesus Christ. What the hell was that? You know, I think that's the spirit of this guy's father, and it's kind of like a System Shock thing, and he's just going around freaking the hell out of him just for laughs. But why would he knock that thing down? I never looked in here before. See, it's just a mindfuck. There's nothing there. Can't even close it. And there's nothing in these places. I looked in them already. I'm not gonna bother looking around. It's too boring. Filthy ass kitchen. And all these notes, look at them all. Mostly to do with ancient languages and translations. That's interesting. Oh, that's great. Batteries. Flashlight. Last time I had set it in the inventory somewhere here, but I think I can just press F. Yeah, I finally looked in the game settings. Alright, save game. Okay, so there's the war. The history of the mine. And they get some... Then these archaic freaks get involved. And then there's the scientists doing all the illegal research. Pricks. Okay, so... Look at this. This has got to be Linux. Okay, I'm gonna kind of fast forward this, so... But anyway, so... This is Howard's research, which I think is the main player protagonist's father. My research has uncovered something fascinating. So we found something fascinating. And then Howard LaFresque. And he's just thinking, yeah, great, what a great discovery. He's on a high, you know, kind of like a... Now you do get this type of vibe that the people who made this game, they really love the idea of science. So...
Welcome to Shelter Research Station, Greenland. Shelter is an almost entirely self-sufficient installation, built in the 70s to further serve the purposes of the archaic elevated caste in their pursuit and defense of ancient knowledge. As a new member of the facility, there are some basic rules you should be aware of in order to be useful to the archaic. Shelter provides living facilities, including a mess hall, gymnasium, and medical bay, in addition to the stipulated array of laboratories, chemical and biological, workstations, excavation equipment, and security. Please use the former at your leisure, but expect to be assigned to the latter with a moment's notice. Second, due to the nature of our work here, should you feel in any way ill, lightheaded, or otherwise mentally incapacitated, do not report to the medical facility. Fasten yourself securely to whatever solid object may be available, attempt to seal all connecting doors, and await retrieval by our trained professionals.
In other words, they're making bioweapons.
In a worst-case scenario, be prepared to swallow your personal cyanide capsule, which will be issued after this briefing.
The
archaic hates to lose its treasured staff, but it may be for the good of the operation. We know you will enjoy your work with us.
Thank you, GLaDOS. pause if you want to read. So that's the code I used last time. I presume it's the same one. 236, yeah. 1167. Okay, close. Is that all? Got my trusty flashlight now. Yeah, when you play it a second time, it's not quite so scary. Do a quick save. Yeah, whatever. It's, I'm hoping that setting the recording frame rate to 29.97 frames per second and locking it means I won't have any trouble with the black screen. Because that would kind of suck, you know? You're going along, watching a video, and then it just goes black for 5-10 minutes. It's not cool. I think the sound should be working now because I didn't get any of the dialogue sound last time. And I upped the volume so I could kind of hear it. And then when I played back the video, oh my god, it was like a non-lethal weapon going off. I really see a lot of inspiration here from the likes of Looking Glass Studios games. Even the level design architecture and stuff. Caved in, okay. Well, this looks pretty solid. I don't see any cracks, should be fine. Now, that sounded like someone screaming. That's really freaky. Just for like a background noise. The sewers seemed like the only route out. But I didn't want to get out anymore because my father had found something and now I needed to know what. You know, curiosity did kill the cat. Yep. No chance of going back. What? Are these slugs or something on the wall? What is that? This is from the first game. Now, what I had done before, I was just copying what I saw here because it's the only thing you could really interact with. And I just looked at the picture and I was doing what it was, you know, moving everything around to be kind of the same. Like, look at that thing vibrating. It's like there's a dildo inside or something. Huh. Doesn't stop when you're at the right place. Now, I was spending quite a while, you know, moving stuff around. But if you look really closely at the picture, I'll show you in a second if you can see it. Come on, the light really gets in the way of the character model. It's really annoying. But if you look really closely, it's actually broken. So I was kind of running around for about 5 minutes, well, maybe 2 minutes, you know, wondering what to do, and then it broke. And no order without chaos. Now, I was really freaked out the first time this happened, this type of Silent Hill shit going on. But then I thought, there is no chaos in the universe. The more you learn about physics, the more you just learn about the hidden order, the hidden structure behind reality. And so no order without chaos. Is that a reference to learning? That chaos is ignorance, because if you think the world is chaos and reality is chaos, it's simply because you do not know the underlying structure behind it. And the more you learn, the more order and structure it seems to have. Anyway, it was just a thought I had. Because this looks like real Silent Hill satanic shit going on. I don't like that kind of stuff. So I brought this thing out, put it there, and then you'll see. Freaky. If you've got arachnophobia, not a good thing to go. Barrels are filled with ashes. Look at these waves of light. But this, to me, just looks... You do not want to burn plastic, by the way. It's very unhealthy. You can kill yourself. Full of fluorocarbons and shit. Alright. Sacrifice. Like, it even looks like a Silent Hill thing. Well, a little. And then... yeah, that happened. So... yeah. Okay. Then I was here, and I was like, what the hell? So I'm just going to turn the gamma up a little for this bit. Yes, that should be a bit better, I think. Okay. Now, there are these hands. Warm to touch. Last time, and then I click this one. And I came here, and I forgot about the barrels, and I was running around looking at these circles, and I was thinking, what is 1 or 2 and 3? It's Fibonacci, isn't it? They're Fibonacci numbers. Then I turned the gamma up, and I saw the barrels again. And it says, see, there's a tiny inscription reading, there are 2s and 3s in this world. And I was thinking, you know, Fibonacci, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, whatever. And there's 3 barrels, but I didn't see them because it was pitch black until I turned the gamma up. And then you start at 1, which is that. You hear a burning noise. Hear that? Sounds like burning. See, these aren't green. They look like a mix between yellow and blue, which makes green. Because if you think about it, if something's green, it's absorbing the red and the blue wavelengths of light, of color, of energy, because they're just different frequencies. I don't know what the hell that's meant to mean though. Anyway, bang, and the door is yours. Open. This place. The title of this level is called Dreamscape or something. Okay, so this is blood. I don't like blood. It's pretty freaky. It is bit quicker than before. It took me a minute or two to figure out all this stuff the last time. I thought that might be a switch or something. Red, I'm so sorry. Are you happier now? Yeah, damn, he looks pretty happy, doesn't he? Wow. But this is how you go into this switch here. And then I came out here and I was like, what the hell is this? Total Silent Hill moment, huh? How cool is this? I was just jumping around, didn't know what the hell to do. Had my glow lamp out, I couldn't see anything. This bit here is freaky. Wait till you see. Oh my god. Go, 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 quick. Something jumps out of you here, and he won't go over. Go. Go, go, go. Come on. What the fuck is with the controls? Go, go. Hurry up. What the hell is with this? I don't know. It's so stupid. Why would you make a game like that? Just go. What the hell? I think if that was on hard, I'd probably have died there. It's like, oh my god. You know, it's stupid things like that I think are cheap in a horror game. It's like, it's all relaxing music now after doing that. I don't even know what that was. I don't want to know. Whatever that was. Creepy breathing.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? What am I doing here? Who am I? Why can't I hear their voices? Well, thanks for the help. I'm having an existential nightmare and you can't even say a word.
Well, in the previous video, I couldn't even hear his voice, so I think something's a bit better now. But in that dream place, like if you look at one of the first section you go in, they have books with a noose at the side. Like that would be a real, you know, reference in the old days, you know. Religious authorities had such power over monarchs, over state officials, and like Copernicus and Galileo, and they were, you know, the amount of free spirits and free thinkers who were murdered just because they didn't agree with something, or because they observed something in true science or true any of the other observations of the natural world that didn't agree with something that was written in a book written by a man how many hundreds of years ago, and it's still going on today. And that's what I mean about the ignorance, the chaos. There is no chaos in the universe. It's just your level of ignorance to think that there is, because the more advanced you go into physics and you go into all the sciences, you learn to have more intricate ways of describing how the world works, and you find you can predict things to much higher accuracy, because it's not chaotic, maybe semi-chaotic. So I was kind of freaked out by the Silent Hill thing. But don't get me wrong, scientists can be just as bad. They seem to have a fanatical zeal, a lot of them. But I guess if you just read a textbook and that's your only way of problem solving or interpreting the natural world, well then you probably hold very strongly to that. Just like anyone who has any very devout religious inclination. Yeah, really makes me think the guy who programmed this liked to play Lego when he was young. Open sesame. Batteries. And all the calming, relaxing music comes on. So this is the residential area, I think. Is it? Public toilet. A public toilet in a private room. Or it's just a place where someone sleeps who works. Okay. Well, this is where I quit last time, because it took me about quite a bit longer to get through all of those things. So I'm gonna... Yeah, they must be on nuclear power here. Alright, so I'm gonna save, and I'll just check the time and upload this video. And then I'll see about if this doesn't go black screen and create loads of problems, I'll look to record video 3 tonight. Well, thanks for watching. Bye.